A bizarre turn in the investigation of the shooting of a 13-year-old girl in the South Shore community just before 8 o'clock this morning.
Police are investigating, and family members tell CBS 2's Tero Molina that shooting is connected to an attempted car theft involving the teen.
As a concealed carrier, this next video is one of my biggest fears, honestly.
Chicago police tell us the circumstances around this shooting are still under investigation, but the family of the woman who pulled the trigger tell us it was an attempted car theft, the third she's dealt with.
I'm just mad my sister in this type of situation.
Michelle Thorpe told us much more.
She caught two young kids stealing her car, breaking in her car. They bust out her window.
She says her sister, a single mother, has a FOID card.
She's a security guard. She have her own business.
And she says her sister was acting in self-defense when she fired her gun and grazed a 13-year-old girl.
It get younger and younger.
One of two teens, she says, were trying to steal her sister's Kia SUV.
When I started carrying a gun for protection, it never really occurred to me that I might have to use that gun against a young teen. Not saying that adult life is any less valuable, but the thought of shooting a young teen in itself, in self-defense, it's just harder for me to swallow than shooting an adult in self-defense. Then throw in the fact that it's a female teen and man, that shit just hits different. I guess it has to do with the fact that I know that a young teen has barely lived life and doesn't really understand the consequences of their actions, generally speaking. And they don't understand how it can affect them for the rest of their life, literally. Where with an adult, you pretty much should know better, so there's no excuses. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I won't defend myself against a young teen if they're threatening death or serious bodily injury. I'll defend myself and then go sit on a therapist's couch for as long as I need to afterwards, as long as I walk away alive. But the fact still remains. The reality of carrying a gun for protection is that you might have to someday use it against a 13-year-old girl.
They need to be in school. They should have been in school.
The Kia is not in this parking lot because she says it was taken by Chicago police.
She's a scared mom whose her car constantly getting broken. This is the third time that her car has got broken in.
It's not the first time she says her sister has dealt with this.
This will be the third incident, the third time that this happened with some kid.
The sad irony behind this is she did everything she could to stop them from, according to her, hurting her and stealing her car, yet she still lost the use of her car because now it's in evidence. But the question I know some of you are wondering is whether or not she was justified in shooting. Well, the law in Illinois says in relevant part, you can use force if you reasonably believe it's necessary to stop someone from trespassing or interfering with your property, but you can only use deadly force if you reasonably believe it's necessary to stop a forcible felony. So the next question we have to answer is, what's a forcible felony? A forcible felony in relevant parts covers crimes like burglary of a vehicle with intent to commit a felony or theft, which is what these teens were doing. They broke into her car to try to steal it. So if you ask me, I don't think she'll be charged. And if she is, I doubt she'll be found guilty.
Theft issues with Kia and Hyundais across Chicago, where the car thefts have outpaced every major city in the country. They're among the millions of cars on the road right now missing an anti-theft device, no engine immobilizer, making certain models easier to steal. We asked Chicago police about the details family and neighbors shared with us, again claiming an attempted theft led up to the shooting this morning. A spokesperson would only tell me they're still investigating. We're told the 13-year-old girl is at Comer Children's Hospital and is doing okay.
Now, the question I have is, where are these kids' parents? Look, I get it. You can do everything right as a parent, and your kid can still become a total up. But running around stealing people's cars at the age of 13, as a girl at that, doesn't scream great parenting to me. I'm happy the girl didn't die, but also don't really feel that sorry for her because you don't have to be an adult to know that stealing someone's car is fucked up. So she'll have to live with those consequences. But I do feel sorry for her in that she clearly wasn't raised correctly. I just hate the fact that this lady has to live with not only the fact that she doesn't have a car anymore for the foreseeable future while they're still investigating, but I'm sure she would rather have not had to have shoot this girl. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, it's not our fault that people's fucked up decisions put us in a situation where we might have to shoot them to protect ourselves. So tell me what you guys and gals think. If you were in this situation, would you have tried to stop the teens or would you have just let them take the car? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And for those of you wondering, yes, this shirt and this hat Yeah, they're available at shop.mrcolionnoir.com because they say the first step to solving a problem is admitting there is one. Well, the Pew Collectors Anonymous design is a way of admitting you do have a problem, but you have no intention whatsoever of solving that problem because Pew Collectors Anonymous isn't about solving a problem. It's about embracing it. So hit the link in the description section and grab your Pew Collectors Anonymous t-shirts, hats, and drinkware. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you, and we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.